job, my baby. What I really want to say is fuck you, Dateline, with your lies and your greed.
Well, here we are. We've now had 12 amazing CawdCasts. Along the way, we've shared some laughs, shed some tears, but most importantly, we've brought thousands of people hours and hours of sexual entertainment. Join us once more as we begin CawdCast number 13.
13?
Yeah.
No, it isn't. It's CawdCast 23, I believe. What's the problem?
You want to try again?
I thought it was 23, and it's CawdCast 20s.
Supposed to be 13.
Well, I'm your host, Jeffrey Douglas Stacy. And as always, I'm being joined by some kids. Yeah, I know they're kids. Before they introduce themselves, though, we would like to thank some of the sponsors who have helped make this amazing podcast possible and such a success. So take it away.
Attention, everyone. When you walk out of your home, you put yourself in danger. Criminals, bullies, people wearing werewolf costumes. It could be your own mother for all we know. Self-defense is an important life skill to have. So come on in to Lance Fine's First and Grand Self-Defense Center, where Lance and world-renowned Taekwondo instructor William Roach will teach you everything you need to know about self-defense. Even if someone has you laying on your back with a pillow while they sit on your chest with their knees over your forearms and they're punching you repeatedly.
That's
Walk
funny.
in the door for a free trial class, because we can't do that over the internet. The Lance Fine First and Grand Fitness Center. We'd so love to get beaten up by you.
That's funny.
As most of you know, summer movie season is in full swing. There are lots of great flicks out for the whole family to enjoy. Come on down to William Rowell's Cineplex and see these great films today. Films such as 13 Candles, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Finger Indexer, The Pianist, Reservoir, Where Are the Dogs? V for Vagina, or the horror movie Michael Gentile so affectionately called The Witch.
Oh man.
Buy your tickets today.
Yeah.
Our next sponsor, we'd like to have a guest in tonight, Mr. Thomas Coffin. Take it away, Tom.
Hey, my name's Tom. I hope you don't mind that I'm 31. This is a personal ad. Ladies, I'm a single guy. I try to talk to a lot of people, and I'm putting out this personal ad because, you know, I like talking, and I just moved down by Pine Island, and I do blacktop ceiling. And because I used to live in Fort Myers 7 years ago, I do blacktop ceiling, and I'm just putting out this personal ad because, you know, I'm really looking for somebody, and I swear on my kids' life that I'll love you, because I love my kids to death. You know, I don't get to see them often, but please respond to this personal ad. If you don't, I'll be crushed.
Thank you, Tom.
Oh, nice. All right, as always, I'm joined by a couple of great TCAPists, and I'd like them to introduce themselves. That's it. Just introduce yourselves, guys.
Hey, this is Captain Spazz from the Captain Spazz channel, all Ambrosio, all the time.
And this is Joey Jeremiah, all crappy content all the time.
Oh, dude.
Dude.
Yeah, hurt his feelings there.
This is High Priestess Ember Inferno, and it looks like now I'm the owner of the Lauren Armstrong channel.
What's wrong with that?
This is Jeff Stacy on behalf of Mike V's channel. The guy that's talking right now is supposed to be me, but he's not. Because the internet and real life are two different things.
By the way, Dan, happy birthday, you son of a bitch.
Oh, thank you guys.
Happy birthday, Dan.
Sick son of a bitch.
I'll be 22 in July.
Yeah, 2 years ago, you turned 20 in July.
That's true. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us. We got us a close-knit group of wonderful TCAPers here today to celebrate our 13th podcast. Boy, is that 13 a magical number or what? Man, I get all tingly just thinking about it. The possibilities are endless, guys. Where do we even start today? We've already done 13 of these podcasts. Most of the people in this call have been here since the beginning, and everybody else who joined has become a quintessential part of this little show that we have. If you guys could share some of your best CawdCast moments, I'd love to hear them so far.
I liked when Schumacher pulled a knife out on my Krusty.
Nice.
That was fun.
Oh no, the special guests are always great. The Schumacher with his grill going on in his lower teeth, whatever the fuck that is. Ramona that we had last week was great. And all the people that pop in now and again, GG and Big Swars and O Rested and Atlantic City and all those guys. It's always great.
I wish them all the best. They're some of the friendliest people I've had the pleasure of dealing with. Every single one of them, honestly. They all bring their little unique spin to it. Mike, on the other hand, has just been a total downer from the beginning and could not be more of a disappointment to our podcast. And I'm sad that he has joined. No, I honestly think Mike is my favorite. Mike is probably my favorite CawdCast guest of all time. I don't know why. He just has these little one-liners that you go back and listen to any CawdCast, and I don't know. I fucking crack up every single time. Mike, when you got the call to be on the first CawdCast, what did you think? And did you think you'd be here today with all of us?
I didn't. I was actually flattered that Ember got in contact with me and told me you personally wanted to have me on, and I was like, well, I've been kind of out of the woodworks for a while, so I figured maybe I'd just come in and say, yeah, I used to have a YouTube channel a year ago, and that's all. I mean, I'm telling you what I know.
I know you get paid. You get paid more than the rest of us. So we're all a little bit jealous.
I make good coin, yeah, you know me. But
Rich, only in love.
I have and the care for a young man. But it's been a pleasure. It's fun. It's always a good way to just get together, have a few laughs, talk about TCAP, because we're all sick sons of bitches and no one else understands us. But because the rest of the world would think it's wrong.
And the hardest part is getting Captain Spazz to shut up for once, because she just talks way too much.
Jesus Christ, I know.
Yeah.
God, Jay, can't get this woman to shut up.
Sorry, guys.
Or stop sending dick pics.
And I
You guys
wish...
enjoy the dick pics.
Maybe you could be Michelle Simpson from now on, because she talks a lot.
Well,
You guys do happen to sound alike.
do you guys? I've heard that, but I don't hear it myself.
Interesting.
And who got a lot of comments was Andrew Burkett, who was on last week.
We'll get him on his way to work.
Yeah, right?
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, Jungle Mania.
I never waste a CawdCast.
If I do laundry, I never waste a load.
Welcome
started
to the
this in-
jungle.
When did we start this? In March?
Yeah, late March or mid-March.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Atlantic City. Ooh, Atlantic City, if you're out there, reach out to us. We want to fucking have you on another CawdCast.
Atlantic City disappeared.
Yeah. That's not an uncommon thing either. There's a couple of well-known TCAPers that have kind of come and gone and just...
It's a common thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the internet. Well, I hope none of you guys disappear. I have no plans to disappear. I plan to keep doing these podcasts as long as people keep listening to them.
Yeah.
I might disappear on maternity leave because Lorna's going to be my baby daddy. But I'll be back.
Right. Ooh, can we learn more about that? About you and Stanley?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I do have a phone call that I've been putting on the back burner because of all of the new Lorne phone calls that I've had. But I did ask Lorne if I can purchase his sperm. And we finally agreed on, I believe it was $16,000. So I could be the mother of his child or children, because I'll have a fertility
That's pretty
specialist.
reasonable.
Yeah, I mean,
And why do you need another person's sperm now?
Well,
have you switched teams?
I want Lorne's sperm because my girlfriend Stanley and I have seen his videos and admire his physique, and we would love to have a child that would look just like Lorne. Lorne's genes. And I'm talking about the ones that smell like shit because he doesn't change them. I'm talking about his DNA. It needs to be preserved, and for some strange reason, no woman has yet agreed to father his children, willingly anyway, and we need to preserve the Armstrong lineage. And I am going to spread my legs and take the turkey baster of cod.
Has it been determined, is this going to be an artificial insemination or it will be natural?
Well, I do have a phone call of me discussing the specifics with Lorne. I demanded oral sex and analingus. I wanted my nipples sucked. And I wanted to be on top. And Lorne didn't really want to do that part, but he agreed to suck my toes and nipples as foreplay because I can't get pregnant unless I'm properly lubed up. And Steve Takes Pics isn't here to share his KY with me, so...
Well, he's not here because he's lonely and he's got no money.
Got no money.
Right. Well, I mean, he has a lot in common with Lorne, yes.
Have you thought up a name for the young Armstrong baby?
Only for the girls. Only for the girls, not the boys yet, because I wasn't thinking about the
Rona.
boys. I don't know. I haven't thought of it. I'm thinking Lauren would be a good one. I think what I have to do is rewatch Bonanza, because Lauren said he was named. He was named after. I can't think of the last name of the person.
Of the dad from Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, you mean the Charles Ingalls guy, Landon,
Yeah.
Michael Landon. Oh yeah. No, this was it the one who played Haas? I don't recall, but
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch an old shitty show to find a really shitty name for the shitty baby that's going to come out of the hole 2 inches above my shitty hole.
Couldn't you get the Armstrong genes at a discount by perhaps contacting one of his many brothers for some sperm?
Oh my god.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I planted that seed earlier tonight in a phone call. Planted that seed, pardon my pun. And if Lauren continues to ask for more than $200, I'm just going to offer Roy $50 and a Dixie cup and see what we can do.
Wait, what happened to $16,000?
Well, you know, Stanley and I are having some trouble. She's sending photos of her vagina to my reproductive rights attorney. So, I'm not quite sure what's going to pan out in that regard. But, I mean, I'll still be here, arms and legs open, ready for you, Lauren, and all your spermazoa. I know I won't be hungry anymore afterwards either, so...
Christ.
Nice.
What do you make of these recent Lorne calls that we've gotten out of the past couple of days, guys?
Oh, they're great, aren't they?
It's hilarious.
Can't stop listening to them.
It's too funny because his life in his mind is like a James Bond novel. Like he has hackers and international hackers and women offering him 5 figures for sperm. And I mean, it's like a spy novel.
Right, and an
in
ounce
real
of
life.
integrity, too. Don't forget about that.
I think it's like a fart in the wind.
And just hearing how his mind works is great, because he will just lie. Like if he's not caught red-handed, he didn't do it. And then when he gets caught red-handed, you get that. You just hear his brain break, and then he has to bring him back on to. Well, what?
Maybe it's because
he
he makes himself believe that he didn't do these things.
I agree.
Yeah,
In
the
his
whole
mind, he thinks
Michelle
he's
Simpson
actually-
never happened. You know, it never happened until she actually played the call for him. And then he's like, well, that's in the past. You can't bring it up. It's in the past.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
And the past was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And again, the same excuse that he was just out of condoms and had to go buy condoms. It was just a coincidence.
Not to change the subject very suddenly, but where are we at with this meeting of the wary in the prison?
We got a couple people that live about an hour away contacted me, and I sent them the signed visitation forms. And one of them said he's definitely going to do it, and the other one's like, I'm probably going to do it. But I don't know for sure. He has weekend visiting hours, Saturday and Sunday morning, out in Eastern California, about an hour east of Modesto, and I think about 2 hours from Sacramento, and about 3 hours from Reno, Nevada. And so he's out in the middle of nowhere. And the last call I have it up on my channel, is he can't follow conversation at all. And he went over Proposition 57, which, we talked about months ago, and I sent him a whole thing in writing about Proposition 57, and he doesn't remember that. And that might be a way for him, if he really tries to get out, is to get out. But I'm not a lawyer. I just play one. But yeah, he said at one time that he has early onset dementia. He can't write his own letters, and he cannot follow a conversation.
Poor guy. Oh, well.
But he's still fucking funny as hell.
What do you think? He'll get out before the Ambrosio footage airs, or maybe not? By the way, applause to Arrested on his latest Ambrosio video, because it was fucking hilarious.
So well done.
Oh, that's too funny.
And always has the standard Walter Bapp's chair squeak. So
yeah, the chair
always
squeak.
in there. It's a staple. It's a regular staple.
He had Lauren's ass on the wall behind Ambrosio.
Thank you.
He had a mention about the plumbing.
He had a couple of
Not
her
working.
voices too, which was kind of cool.
Yeah. He had Captain Spazz and Heisenberg White were the chat log readers.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, and I think that guy O. Pete played Ambrosio himself. And,
Pete.
I think it was pretty funny. What does he use for that? He uses The Sims? Is that The Sims program or something?
Yeah, that's what he did say, The Sims.
And he said it took how long? Spazz was like 20 hours?
20
It
hours.
took over 20 hours.
Damn.
And Lauren can write a poem in 15 minutes.
That's a lot longer than it normally takes him. Is it longer or shorter? I don't remember. He said that's a lot longer, right?
It doesn't usually take him that long.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't take him that. Yeah. I gotta bone up with my Lornography.
Lauren can write a poem in 15 minutes, but he can complete sexual act, including undressing and foreplay, in under 10 minutes. What do we make of that?
Right. He's an artistic mind. I said artistic, not autistic.
We just need to send a hooker to Lauren's house.
What do you think?
With
if
a
he
GoPro
had, like...
on her head.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh
What
my
do we
God.
need to do with this Lauren guy, huh? You think if we all just up and left suddenly without warning and just never contacted him ever again, his life would be as exciting as it is now?
Well,
Somebody would fill that void.
He certainly wouldn't be available for me to go after for child support, and all of the money that he's going to make on his country album is something that I'm very much looking forward to, because I'm going to have to invest in a toupee for the baby before he goes into kindergarten, so he's not made fun of.
God.
You don't want to have a bald baby.
I think Lauren would
Bald baby
go
hunter.
apeshit if nobody contacted him anymore, because he's one of those people that needs attention all the time, whether it be positive or negative. Attention's attention, because who else in their right mind, after what he went through, would come out to woodworks and talk to people and say, oh, hello everyone, this is me doing this and this is me doing that? I would never show my face in the light of day again if I ever got caught in that fucking show. Let's be real here. So my whole theory is he loves attention, positive or negative. And that's it.
Now, on the last call, Ramona said that he was pretty content that they took away his internet, and he had no problem with that.
Of course not,
But,
because he has Ramona to speak with. But as soon as she's gone, he's going to get that itch again. And I'm not talking about the itch on his penis that Kayla was asked to scratch. I'm talking about... Well, I mean, God, look at those crop circles. It has to be fucking itchy down there. And then you considering the fact that he sleeps with his door open and doesn't have a screen door. So then you have, you know, the flying pests that circle his head and his butthole and his crop circle. I mean, you know, I don't know.
Are you saying Lauren has fleas?
Lauren has fleas. Lauren has chiggers. Lauren himself is a bit of a louse. You know.
Ember, you know what you need to do?
The only thing Lauren doesn't have is crabs because he can't afford them. What do I need to do?
You need to convince Lauren to rename his dog Sadie the Smarty. That'd be great.
Oh my God! I think that's doable.
Oh, wow.
Now, do we have a timeline of Lauren's girlfriends?
Oh, that's actually a trivia question for the evening. Yes.
Oh, you got a trivia?
Yeah.
That is a trivia question, yes. We're going to talk about Lauren's girlfriends and talk a little bit about Donald Morrison and a little bit about Stanley Kendall.
Ooh, all right. I can sink my false teeth into that.
I'm going to take my catheter out for that.
Just the top ones.
Go on, hit us with a little trivia there, Ember.
All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into the trivia. Well,
yeah.
What I'd like to do is begin with Lauren, because in the beginning, CawD created the heavens and the earth. So, Kayla Marie Moore Armstrong, it was a 13-year-old girl during the chat, and as all 13-year-olds do, was having fantasies about her future car, her dream car. She knows that Lorne would have eventually, as he told Crestfallen, been on American Idol and been a big country star had he not been entrapped by NBC and perverted justice. So
exactly.
So had that not happened and Lorne and Kayla were able to consummate their marriage, and Lorne is going to buy her a car so she can go back and forth to the deli to get him bologna, what kind of car did Kayla want Lorne to purchase from her? Was it a Corvette, a Porsche, a BMW, a Trans Am, or a white truck? Corvette, Porsche, BMW, Trans Am, or white truck?
My guess is BMW.
Yeah, I'm going BMW.
That's correct.
Yeah, Trans Am. Of course.
No, Kayla wanted a BMW.
Yes,
and
yes.
Yay!
And I think it's because, like with Ramona, Lorne took the phone into the restroom while he made a BM through his W hole.
Oh.
It's very, very nice of him to do that. We heard him grunt in the last call as he was trying to swat away flies. So Yazan asked for... Yazan asked for, if you're out there, or Twink Toilet, if you and Stanley are sending your spirits down to listen to the CawdCast, that's something you might be interested in, because Lorne makes the same grunting sound as he pushes all of the fruit juice poops out of his butthole. So
he would not accept. He would not accept. He would not do that until he knew her and befriend her.
Well, he swears he is virgin, so all right. Well, question 2, let's jump over to Donnie on the East Coast.
Donald Morrison's my favorite.
Yeah. Donald Morrison.
Grandma says no.
He loves cookies so much, he'll put himself into a diabetic coma on TV for a chocolate chip cookie because they're his favorite.
True.
I hope you have about 10 dozen of these questions, Ember.
Donald Morrison had a doggy, and the doggy's name was one of the following. Which was it? Was the doggy's name Britney Spears, Kimmy Gibbler, or Miley Cyrus?
Miley Cyrus.
It was Miley.
Very
Nicole, yeah.
good, Miley, and named after
Yep,
Miley
yep.
Cyrus. That's correct. I'm sorry that the way I posed my question was incorrect. The dog's name was Miley, but I'm not going to guess what he does with the dog when he shaves her down there. So let's jump to one more Donald Morrison question. Donald Morrison had an interesting middle name. Was it Jacob, Leroy, or Richard?
I think it was Leroy.
Leroy.
I think it was Leroy.
That's
I'll
right.
guess Leroy.
That's right. It was Leroy, sans the Jenkins. Jenkins, yes, it was Leroy. So I have one quick Stanley picture, or I shouldn't, not picture,
Uh-oh.
but one quick Stanley question.
Aw.
So,
Excuse me.
Aw.
while Rick Stanley, who is Stanley's internet adopted son, sent a picture to Stanley to masturbate to, he chose a photo of a predator in order, for Stanley to get off to as his son. So which predator did Stanley receive photos and masturbate to, thinking he was talking to that person while Rick Stanley's voice graced his ear holes?
Lauren Armstrong.
Yep, Lauren.
That is right. Now for the bonus question, which predator's photo was sent to Stanley as Paul?
Is it the young guy from the same one that David got caught? David Schumacher was in.
Let's give you multiple choice, or does anybody want
All
to?
right. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead, Mike. I really want to hear your guess. Actually,
I don't know. I'm thinking, like, if you're going to send something to Stanley, it would be a younger-looking predator. So if it's someone from Fort Myers that looked young, I'd say Ryan McIntosh.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Brian McIntyre.
Okay, QX4 Boy was actually on my multiple choice list here. So was it Ryan McIntosh or Michael Lubrano?
I'll say Lubrano.
Did you doubt the question?
Well, I'll go with Ice Truck Killer.
That is correct. Stanley Kendall masturbated to Ice Truck Killer in his hairy face, and that was Paul. Hey, Grandpa, is me.
Extra bonus question: who did O. Pete send? What predator did O. Pete send to Grandpa Stanley?
Oh, I know this, so I'm going to keep quiet.
Oh, I know this one too.
I don't either. I don't know any of this stuff.
I know this one too, but I'm not going to say.
It was a predator that had penis pics on the Perverted Justice website.
You're kidding me.
Justin Smith.
Justin Smith.
I love hot dogs. Yes, that is correct. All right. Now for
redemption.
Very good. For the final question, I would like for you to put these girlfriends in order. Of course, this is the many loves of Lauren Armstrong, not Dobie Gillis.
Oh yeah, I got this.
So we have Paula, Ramona, Nikki, and Amanda James.
Okay, Paula was the girlfriend at the Air Force Base a long time ago.
That is correct.
And then you had Amanda James before the sting.
Yes.
Who said her daughter was her niece. And then there was Nikki after he got out of jail, who had the black teeth and who said CPS was going to take away her kids unless Lauren gave her money. And then there was Ramona.
That's correct. Joe, you are right
Good
on top
job.
of your trivia. Amazing, guys.
But I need to know more about Nikki.
I can tell you a lot about Nikki.
Now, how did Lauren get an unsecured loan for her?
Well, he knew a girl named Nikki. I guess you could say she was a scam artist. She asked Lauren to take out a $15,000 loan for an apartment because the place where she was living was inhabited by a drug user. But
Was she moving to Trump Tower? Where did she need $15,000 in Maine?
well, she needed a down payment and she needed to buy toys for her babies and candy for her nose, which is what she did. And Lauren actually had a face-to-face relationship with this person. And he had lamented to me more than once that he hadn't even gotten so much as a kiss off of this Nikki, whose lower teeth were probably as nice looking as Schumacher's, but not as nice looking as Stanley's.
Where did they meet?
That is a good question. I don't recall where they met, but I know that Nikki met Lorne's mom. And when you listen to the Lorne phone call with his mother, you hear her referring to a girl whose love Lorne was trying to buy. And that happened to be Nikki. She was 23. She'd been 23 for 3 years in a row.
23, I believe. What's the problem?
She said her name was 23.
And he couldn't even get a little bit
Well,
for
they ran
$15,000?
Not even a handy through the pants, Mr. Joey. Not even a cock
Oh,
rub.
unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he gave her the money and she just disappeared, I bet.
Well, he gave her the money, and then she came over to a few barbecues and yard sales at Lorne's family's homes. And Lorne sold hot dogs, and he also sold generic sodas out of an ice chest. So that was the most money
Generic
Lorne
white
made
male
that day.
sodas.
Right.
For $50.
For $50, yes.
That's quite the bargain.
Lorne Armstrong had a face-to-face fiancée, and I believe that was Paula, who cheated on him. But Nikki cheated on him with old Mr. Benjamin, and she took him. So that's why Lorne is filing for bankruptcy now. He blames it all on Nikki, because it's not Lorne who was irresponsible with his choices and signature. It was Nikki.
Anything that begins with an N. NBC, Nikki, blame it on something that begins with an N.
But Paula was real, right? Paula was a real girlfriend.
Paula was a real girlfriend, and
Okay.
she kind of coerced Lorne to propose to her, but then another man threw his dick inside of her vagina, and that made Lorne hurt so bad.
Son of a bitch!
I have a call where he tells me that he took a whole bottle of Tylenol thinking he was going to kill himself, but he wound up calling the ambulance and used the main used the tax money from the citizens of Maine to have the ambulance come to his home and decide to decline treatment. So unfortunately he did not go by way of Timmins, or fortunately, because we wouldn't have been saved and redeemed with the blood or semen of Lorne Armstrong.
All right, Joey. That was some expert trivia you threw there.
Yeah.
But, can I throw a curveball at you?
Yeah.
And all the way back in CawdCast 2, I believe I asked everybody to name all the Michaels caught on the show, and you were able to name all of them. Do you think you can name them all again?
I guess.
He guesses. Go on,
I
give us
guess
your
if
best
you want to
shot.
show me.
There was, I'll go front to back here. Well, I remember there's Michael Popovich.
Right.
There was Michael Gentile.
All right, you're
There
2
was
for 2.
There was Mike Manzi.
Nice.
There was Michael Siebert.
All
There
right,
was Michael Siebert again.
there you go.
That's the curveball. There you go.
There was Michael Warwicker. There was Mike Murray. There was Michael Reyes. And Michael Lubrano. And I'm missing like 3 or 4 of them, I think.
There's a very obvious one.
Come on. What? No way. Come on,
What
Joey.
you talking about? What you talk about, Arnold?
Oh, of course, yeah. There's bug-eyed Mike Willis.
Nice. There it is.
And there's like 2 or 3 more, but I'm drawing a blank.
Mike Vestal.
Mike Vestal, yes.
And
Did you say Lubrano, or was that a given? Because
I said Lubrano.
Okay.
once I saw the burn, I knew.
God. I don't know.
Is there one more?
You said Warwick, right?
Yeah, I said Worker. There's a couple more, but they're kind of. I had boned up for that question last time.
Reyes.
I said Reyes.
Yes.
Did you say Collins?
No, Michael Collins. Yep. There's got to be one more, but maybe not.
How
What
many
about the
rich-
one?
What, Mike?
Oh, we
Maybe.
said Murray, right? We said Murray?
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
you didn't
Alright,
say
never mind.
Patterson, did you?
Oh no, Michael Patterson. That's right.
Yeah, something tells me that Yahoo
Yeah.
Police would kill over a trivia. Maybe next CawdCast we can have Yahoo Police versus Joey a special edition of Ember trivia, TCAP trivia, and see.
She knows
who mops
everything.
the floor with whom.
She'd beat me. She'd destroy me.
Well, we're not
actually.
We're not
You'd
talking
so
about
love
the
to get
bedroom.
beaten up by her.
Spazz, how many times a day do you comment on Crime Watch Daily's Facebook account?
Every single time that they post.
I'm
So it depends on
surprised you're
them.
not banned. Oh my goodness.
Well, when they go live, they always take her questions.
They
They
do.
always take every single time. They'll take her question.
It's
But
Except
didn't get
for
them
the
once,
mug
no?
question, though, right?
oh, he won't answer the mug question. And there was supposed to be a girl up in Canada, right? Margie,
What happened to the girl that was going
to talk to Chris last week.
Yeah.
right.
I believe
that fell
Chris
through? Do we know
Hansen. Chris Hansen contacted Hillary Clinton, who had her taken care of, so we're not going to hear from her anymore.
Nah.
That sounds like
I
an
hope
alt-right
she
conspiracy.
I hope she does get to talk to him and we get some answers.
Yeah, he contacted her and said he would talk to her, and then she had to postpone it because it was like Canada Day or some shit. But that was like 2 weeks ago.
Maybe she's still busy. We'll give
How
her
long do you celebrate Canada Day for? Like the whole month?
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe. We'll maybe have to wait till August for that.
Fuck Canada.
Yeah, fuck Canada.
No, it's blame Canada.
Blame
No, I
Canada.
think no. Let me translate that for you. Fuck the Bills.
I'm
Oops.
sorry.
Or the Argonauts.
The Argonauts.
See, my thing with Crime Watch Daily is I think I'm not banned yet because deep down they want to talk about Ambrosio, but I think Ambrosio's father is causing them a lot of grief. I wouldn't be surprised if the child pornography that Vincent had actually belonged to the father, and that's why he's happy letting his son go to prison for his crime letter.
I mean,
I
you
can see
heard
that.
him. He
I
said
can
he
see
wasn't
that.
going to do anything.
Now let me ask this though. I always wondered this question. Now, say in some weird, pretty weird cut circumstance that, this sting that was conducted that included Ambrosio was still on NBC. Let's say Chris is still on NBC, To Catch a Predator is still going, or they revived the series and it's all NBC.
Right.
Judging how NBC is a giant media juggernaut and Crime Watch Daily really isn't at that level, do you think NBC would have just had their legal division ready and said, well, fuck you, we're going to air Ambrosio? And how do you feel like that?
Well, if you look at TCAP and the young guys, like, think of the 19-year-old guys. Nick Bailey wasn't shown on TV.
No, but he's making rap videos.
Richard Briot wasn't shown on TV.
He'll be 20 in July.
But like a lot of the other young guys were. Like Jazzman was 18 or 19, right?
Robert Lyons was only in his 20s.
Yeah.
He was only 28.
So they showed Jazzman, who was 18 or 19, but they didn't show Nick Bailey, and they didn't show Richard, who was also 19. So I don't know, 50-50, but they only had 11 guys in the whole sting.
Well, there were a lot of people who also threatened suicide, and they were still aired on To Catch a Predator. So
they aired the guy that killed himself. They aired everybody in Texas who got their cases thrown out. They aired Goslin and Willis, and Goslin and Willis were found not guilty. And
Moffat,
they aired
too.
them. Moffat was shown, and he was found not guilty. So I don't think they care if they're guilty or not. They don't care if they threaten suicide. And look at Michael Siebert. He was retarded. They showed him.
Yeah, he was.
They showed Dark Hero, who was suicidal. They blurred his face, but they showed him. But the big thing is Chris, back in January, did an interview for an online magazine. We can post a link. I don't remember it off the top of my head. And he said Ambrosio would show, and he wouldn't blur his face. And they said we did it very tastefully. And he said, they would show the whole Ambrosio footage. So it surprises me that they didn't show it.
There's something we don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's like, goddamn, And Crime Watch should do it.
Crime Watch Daily doesn't answer any fucking questions about it. Crime Watch Daily posted a whole fucking story about 2 teenage girls that snuck into a water park and stole a freaking icy. Were $8 worth of frozen Slurpees, and they post their pictures and tell their whole story and name their names. And these fucking kids stole $8 worth of Slurpees.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And they can't show Ambrosio.
Are they trying to wash their hands or brush their teeth of Ambrosio? What's the deal with that?
What would it take for you guys to learn? Like, what curveball fact would it take for you to understand their position to not air the footage?
That's the mystery.
Like, I can't think of anything either.
You know, they can't be sued for it. They showed everybody else. They're not going to get sued for it.
And it's not.
They showed Sokol too, and they put a disclaimer that he's innocent until proven guilty because he wasn't convicted at the point of them airing it. So
and
they're going to show
Nancy?
innocent guys too.
They showed Nancy and Tiriolo, and they didn't even go to jail or get convicted of a sex crime. They got very minor charges, and they showed both of those guys.
And Ambrosio had child pornography.
He pled guilty too. He wasn't even found guilty. He pled guilty to numerous charges, and he had child porn.
Right. Well, it was his brother's or his father's.
But the thing is, though,
allegedly on the computer.
Allegedly.
Is think about it. Like, I mean, I know it's an investigation, and the whole point of it is like a deterrent and to show and everything, but it's not even. You know, it's not practical. Even I hate to say it, but it's not even for Crime Watch Daily. It's not Aaron Ambrosio. It's not even practical on a fiscal level because I mean, if you go to Crime Watch Daily's channel, they haven't uploaded anything, you know, lately. But I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. Every other video that they post, they have tons of subscribers because of Hansen versus Predator. Right. Not only that, it's like everything else. It's like, you know, they spam the inbox with part 1 of 5 of like a 2-minute video, and it's like 1,000 views, 1,000 views, 1,000 views. Hansen versus Predator, a plumber's caught, 2 million views. It's like they could take Ambrosio, put it on YouTube, split it up into 11,000 parts, and each part's like 2 minutes long. You know, they can spam your inbox with it. They'll get views and views and views, make ad revenue on all this crap. So there's got to be something we don't know.
The May sweeps, and then I thought they were saving it for maybe the end of the year in June when they finished their season.
Right, like the build-up, like the Lackum, like the
maybe
like,
they're going to show it.
Yeah.
The first episode of next season. You never know. Maybe they'll show it then, but I doubt it because it'll be almost 2 years old by then.
No, I heard somebody say he can't be sued, but that's not true. Anybody can be sued. The point is, would they win? But Crime Watch Daily, and I know you did, Hannah. But the Crime Watch Daily, we know that they're. I mean, I'm sorry, Crime Watch Daily, but the only real good shit that you have is the Hansen versus Predator, and everything else is recycled bullshit. So they might not have the money for a legal team, or actually they might not want to even battle a court case, and then they would either be forced to settle, and they'd have to pay attorneys. And Ambrosio's father seemed like a real dickhead with his threats. So I'm thinking that they just might want to avoid the costs of a legal fight, whether or not they were justified to, publish everything.
Exactly, and if it was, like I said, if it was NBC, it wouldn't be an issue because NBC is a conglomerate in the media, so they have deep pockets.
They have deep pockets. They have
Crime Watch
multiple attorneys on retainer. That's like,
Absolutely.
Are you going to choose to sue Disneyland, or are you going to choose to sue the mom and pop store after you slip and fall? It's really
exactly.
It's. I really believe that that's the case. And sorry, Crime Watch Daily, but you're the mom and pop version of Dateline.
No, I agree. I mean, they had great Predators. They had great setup. Chris was on, as good as he always was, and they fucked that show up with the pacing of it. I mean, I can put up with the silly music and the silly graphics, but the way they showed it, and you had to wait months.
I agree, and the pacing,
for Predators,
and then the splitting up of the videos into multiple videos for the revenue—that's just ridiculous. They don't even have the wherewithal. They don't even have a fucking IT person smart enough to say, "Hey, why don't we put all 5 parts of this bullshit story on a playlist?" Because the titles are so long, you're not able to see part 3, part 4, part 5. You have to go, searching through their bullshit for a story. If there was one interesting enough that you want to watch beyond part 1, that's not Hansen versus Predator related.
The most important thing, too, in all of this, with Crime Watch Daily and everything, nobody got their fucking coffee mugs. God damn it.
Even Stanley got a coffee mug from Bingo. Is Stanley's Bingo Hall really more fucking competent than Crime Watch Daily? Chris Hansen, I challenge you. I challenge you. Be better than Stanley's Bingo Hall.
I think we got to follow up on that you know, there's a Facebook group that followed up, and we're going to get a call, but she hasn't spoken up in a few weeks. So maybe we should take the reins and copy, because she copied other news companies on her email to Chris, and that's when he agreed to talk.
Right, and I think that would be great if multiple people did it, and we all contacted our local news companies. I can do the ones here in LA, and we can have them done across the country. You know, the different time zones. I think that the
Crime Watch Story can do a little Crime Watch Daily, do a little story on it.
Yeah, and maybe they'll get some views. But the squeaky wheel gets the white stuff.
Yeah.
There's been a great series on a certain channel on YouTube about Where Are They Now Predators. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up to date with that, but it is kind of interesting to see what some of these guys are up to lately, to see if some of them are just fucking dead or still in jail or are leading kind of like normal lives now. Is there any predator that you guys have not heard from or would like to hear from? Yeah, who would you like to hear from, or at least to know what's going on with?
Tix has done a good job on the Capitting channel with the Where Are They Now, and I think he's done 45 of them, 50, 45, 50 of them.
53?
At least, yeah.
46,
No, you might be
39?
35, 39.
So, how many predators we caught? 300. So we did 1/6 of them. I know he did one on Ambrosio and it got taken down. As anything on Ambrosio up there gets taken down. This CawdCast will get taken down if we mention his name too many times. But I don't think we saw a Mike Willis. Did we see a Brian Goslin?
Yeah, he did Brian Goslin. I don't know if he did Willis because we don't really have any information.
I don't think he saw Willis.
Well, Goslin is hard to look up because he doesn't have a last name.
Can I say this, though? Can I do something for Tix? I want to do something for Tix.
Okay.
Tix, my friend, if you are listening to this, this is for you, and I will do this on my own merit. Eric Pallison.
Yes.
We all know who you are, motherfucker. You were caught on the fucking show. Fuck off. Stop flagging shit about you. You shouldn't have fucking showed up. And no one should ever buy a Star Wars shirt that's green. What the hell does anything have to do with Star Wars that's green besides Luke's lightsaber and Return of the Jedi? Blow me. Okay, done.
Yoda is green.
So, yeah, we won't see Eric Pallison. Where Are They Now?
Well, I know who Eric Pallison. We know who Eric Pallison is. So,
Spazz, you'll have to make one. You'll have to make a Where Are They Now for Eric Pallison.
Okay.
And then make like 20 videos of it, and like put his face on.
I have a genuine interest in knowing what the hell Alonzo Wade is up to, and I think if I spoke with him, I would not troll him. I would really like to just talk with him. Now, Clifford Wallach, on the other hand, I'd like an update on, and I'd like to take my shoe off and slap him in the face after I stepped in fresh shit left by Stanley Kendall. And those are the two guys.
And his wife, too.
Make sure you
And
slap
his
him in the
wife.
face. Make
For
sure you
taking
slap
him
in
back
the
and
face.
having to get rid of their son.
Well, Clifford Wallach has a,
good point.
is it a LinkedIn? I think he's got a LinkedIn page. And he looks like he lost a lot of weight. And he's
He did.
smiling.
Yeah, he's tiny.
And I'll joke aside, yeah, Clifford was one of the worst. I mean, I don't think he's going to do anything with his kid, but the kid's going to be in the next room, for God's sake.
Well, yeah,
what if he has to go to the bathroom or he's thirsty and he walks in and sees that?
Yeah, I still believe, and this is because I've done work with family court and child protective services and seen and read horrible things and seen multiple cases where fathers introduce their toddler sons to sex. I still believe that should not be off the table, even if he's just there in the same room watching something on a portable DVD player, Gola Gola Island or whatever. And Clifford Wallach, let's not forget, had an interest in boys. So this is, I don't believe that...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe that it's fair to the community and society as a whole to take that off the table. Another thing I wanted to bring up is, Mike V, you talked about earlier how some people saw it as a deterrent, and I certainly do believe that people falsely believe that this show's a deterrent. But as Kennelly and Siebert and all of history shows, these people with this fixation will do it over and over again. And the reason that I like all of this...
It's they can't scratch.
Yeah, exactly, like Lauren, and he needs Kayla. So what I'm thinking is, with all of these videos, at the very least, we can increase awareness in people who are good people and would not even think that a friend of the family or a person in a teaching or religious position would ever exploit that position in order to hurt a child or somebody like a dependent adult, which I think they don't get enough attention. Whether or not it's a deterrent is debatable, but I really like the idea of being able to show these people who are charismatic and seem sweet and nice and harmless, and show how quickly they would jump to stick their fingers in your children because they're fucking pigs. And I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit on my soapbox tonight, but I just feel really strongly about that.
No, that's fine. And what you're basically saying is, yes, they're manipulative sociopaths. And they could be anybody, and they could act any way, shape, or form. You could think like, oh, this person's, great, and no.
Yeah, they don't just want to share strawberries with the little girl.
You can put a piece in your mouth and everything. Ember, I have to say that was a great rant that you had, and I really loved it. I just wanted to stray off topic for 1 second because I do need to address something. You had mentioned Gullah Gullah Island. Now that song is stuck in my goddamn head. Come and let's play together in the bright sunny weather.
I'm sorry, everybody. Oh my God.
Binya. Now I'm going to be saying binya. God damn it. I thank you for that.
That was one of my favorite CawdCast moments when we got to talk about drinks and what everybody's drink of choice was. It was nice to learn that. If I can remember, Joey, yours is Scotch?
Yes, sir.
You're a Scotch guy?
Good.
Spazz, yours is water.
Thank you.
God, Mike, were you on that? I'm trying to guess what your drink of choice would be.
I didn't get on until number 4, I think. But I think
it was 4.
My drink of choice varies. If I'm trying to be frugal, I'll drink shitty domestic beer.
How about Absolute Citron, Mandarin Orange?
Mandarin Orange, Bush, shot of Jägermeister, and get more if you need some. Like I said, I'm drinking Guinness tonight. I usually like Sapporo. It's a Japanese imported beer. It's actually very good.
Do you get that at a restaurant?
It's close now. It's like restaurant. And like I said, when it comes to hard liquor, I like whiskey, I like Scotch, and that's about it. Yeah. And like I said, I like Oktoberfest. That's good. All the fall season beers, those are always good. And speaking of beer, I gotta grab one. I gotta grab beer. Excuse me. Gotta pull my zipper up.
Oh yeah, box wine is good. I love boxed wine. Get a big box. You don't even need a glass. Just drink it straight from the box.
Ember, how about you?
All right.
I don't remember what I said last time, so maybe it was a lie, but if I'm at a bar, I'll drink some vodka and sugar-free Red Bull, and at home, I like this cheap stuff called Barefoot Bubbly. The pink Moscato is my favorite.
Like your dessert wines, huh?
I do. I like it because it's so sweet.
Sweet. Very nice.
Oh, yeah, Dan, you said work there. I get a bottle of Harvey's Bristol cream or something? Oh, that's bad news.
Whipped cream.
Apple pie. God, if we were to release a line of, Predator wines or beers?
Well, it would have to be the wine cooler type drinks.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he had his wedding.
Chick beers. Yeah, right?
So,
I brought beer for myself.
You brought Smirnoff Ice. No, I brought Smirnoff Green Apple. That's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, that's the man one, right? Smirnoff Ice is the chick one, but the Green Apple is for men.
Remember Scott Allen Smith? What the hell was his screen name? He was in Riverside. He's like, yeah. Scott Allen Smith. He was in Riverside, and he brought Smirnoff, and he was just like, I brought like a, I read like some Smirnoff Ice because she said like she was drinking some of her mom's, so she wanted to like replace them. It's like I got the shot. Like no, but yeah, she said she drinks them. She likes them. Yeah, well, I sent some like pictures of like penis and stuff. Like not my penis, but he had Pierce Privates or something like Uncommon Sense too. That was his name, screen name. He was a fast talker. He was a bullshitter. He was one of those guys you wanted to punch in the face and wasn't necessarily like entertaining. Didn't have that entertainment value to him.
Right.
Yeah.
That guy. Well, Alonzo Wade still remains the predator I'd most like to get a drink with, probably. Me and Ember can probably agree on that.
Over Palumbo? Like, you'd rather share a drink with him over Palumbo?
Yeah. Palumbo wouldn't look at my boobs.
True.
No,
gay,
he
though.
would.
He's not
He's
gay.
not gay or anything, yeah.
Alonzo had the best excuse for bringing the alcohol, which was also the most incoherent one, which is like, I said in the chat that I was going to bring. I did not say in what I was going to bring, and I brought it. And you brought it. Yes. Did I say it?
Alonzo's episode gets better like wine. Like, each time you watch it, it gets better and better.
Because I obviously from the start, all right, he's trying to make excuses for himself. But if you buy like each of his excuses and it's like he tries to make sense of his situation, it just gets funnier and funnier.
He's got the best excuse that he can't drink at home. He's there because he can't drink at home because he's a 15-year-old daughter at home. So he's going to another 15-year-old girl's house to drink.
Right,
You can't say what he'll do if he's drunk.
How could he?
And then Chris hits him with, so your intent was to come over here and drink with another 15-year-old. And he goes, no, that wasn't my, that was my intent to drink.
That's got to be the second best Chris Hansen rebuttal to a stupid excuse behind, so it's a 102-year-old woman you're coming to.
and also the, I don't need to see everything.
Mr. GG's back.
What?
Hey guys.
Mr. GG's alive.
How you doing?
What's up, man?
Stellar. What are you guys doing? What are you clowns talking about?
What are we?
We were wrapping up.
Fastlane.
Oh, you were wrapping up?
No, we're just getting started, baby.
Oh, I was wrapping up. Sorry.
Wait, were you actually wrapping up?
Kind of. I don't know.
All right, guys. Mr. GG, hit it up. Subscribe. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it.
What did we talk? All right, GG, speed round. What did we talk to? We talked about best CawdCast moments. What are your best CawdCast moments?
Best CawdCast moments. That's it's got to be something with fucking I already forgot the guy's name.
Schumacher.
Yeah, Shoemaker. That dick measuring contest was pretty intense. I'd say that's up there.
That was good.
But you guys probably brought that up though.
A little bit of Schumacher. What else? The best guest that we've had on so far. I don't know. I guess that brings Schumacher. Otherwise, every single TCAPS person we've had on has been great.
Yeah, I like the guy you had on. The guy you had on last week. His voice is very pleasant to listen to. I don't know his name.
Andy Burkett.
Yeah, is it that guy?
Yeah.
The British guy we also had arrested on last week.
Yeah, he's very charming.
Oh, sure, I'm sure be
He's
happy.
got the picture of Kirk Van Houten as his avatar.
On The Simpsons. Who he doesn't know anything about.
Factory.
I'm about to rip him apart in the Simpsons trivia contest we're going to have eventually. Yeah,
that's next CawdCast, guys. Be excited.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I stopped watching The Simpsons like 15 years ago.
So did everybody else.
Okay.
All right, real quick, GG, best Hansen versus Predator moments.
Best Hansen versus Predator moments?
Yeah.
Didn't we talk about this like 2 CawdCasts ago?
Yeah, a little bit.
I think we did.
We talked season wrap-up, but I don't remember. I mean, do you have any other opinions or insight to offer?
I mean, I guess if I had to pick like smaller ones that obviously like there's the whole kid doing his whole Netflix show thing and the me, my mommy, my daddy shit, but I kind of like when who's the first douche, the veteran that has PTSD?
Buchanan. Stephen
I keep
Buchanan.
forgetting that guy's name, Buchanan. I like when Chris says, like, oh, so you're the welcome wagon here, and then, like, he just doesn't say shit and stays silent. That's pretty entertaining to me, I don't know. Because you're just fucked, like, he literally has no answer. He
The
just
head drop
knows.
is great, too.
That is, yeah, see that nice crisp lineup.
Buchanan was just recently released.
True.
Yeah,
Was he
got out
actually?
Monday. Yeah, he got out Monday, like a little over a year early.
For good behavior?
Because he
idea.
looks like a
For
terrorist.
bad
Maybe
behavior.
his beard was so scary they just let him out.
But
Yeah, he had
all-
a beard.
But he brought, like, a fucking gun and a knife and cameras.
He didn't get charged with any of that.
He didn't get charged for that?
Nah,
He had the Todd Spikes
they
approach.
didn't charge him for any of that stuff in the trunk.
They didn't bother, like, connecting the dots or anything?
I guess there was no proof.
Yeah, and get this, Ambrosio got out early too, and got $1 million.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, yeah, fuck you.
People are gonna believe that.
Got $80 million.
Yeah, but at
By the
least Joey got his mug finally, so that's exciting.
I didn't get any mug. What are you talking about?
Oh, never mind.
I was about to say, I just went on a rant about how nobody got their mug from the Kickstarter for Hanson vs. Predator.
Yeah, I guess that's a highlight of the series, right? No one got
Mike,
the mugs.
Mike, who would you blame for not getting their mugs on time?
Joey.
Myself, for being so stupid.
Yeah.
That's disgusting, John. What are you thinking, John?
Mike, what are the chances? All right, moving on as to things that we've already talked about. What are the chances that you're going to go visit Wary in prison?
Are you talking to me or Mike V?
Or Gigi?
I'm confused. My name is Mike, so it's like fucking me up.
Yeah, right.
Good name,
Go-
man.
Probably 0.
Probably
So that's
0.
Yeah.
So
that's
you're saying there's a chance.
exciting. Telling me there's a
Yeah!
chance.
What? I don't remember. Oh yeah, and where are the what predator would you like to catch up with that you haven't heard from in a while? Where are they
Catch up
now?
with?
Not catch up with, but know what they're up to.
Lispy Brownie guy. What's his name?
Like Michael Lubrano.
Yeah, that guy. Lubrano seems like he got his shit together finally. I want to hear what he's doing.
We could gladly make him a regular on CawdCast if he's listening.
I'd be down for that. I think he's a chill
I talked to
guy.
Lubrano.
Yeah, he seems like a
We'll
chill
watch
guy.
Family Guy and see what happens.
Yeah. Well, as soon as he saw the CawdCast, he knew.
He knew. He was going to run into us. He was going to run into us because we doubt so.
All right, guys. Go ahead and just take a moment to plug your channels. But since I always like to make this part as difficult as possible, plug them in the order of drunkest right now to most sober. Go ahead.
Okay, so my channel is Captain Spazz.
What?
It's a lot of alcohol content in the water in
Captain
Canada.
Spazz, where's your alt channel where we can find all the juicy Ambrosio videos?
You can look up Phil the Grave or Mel
Phil?
Lester.
Phil D. Grave or Mel Lester.
Yes. You'll
Damn
find a
right.
lot of good Vincent Ambrosio stuff there.
Is the Phil D. Grave thing like a
Excellent.
I'm missing?
Am I gonna?
I
stumble
get Mel
across some
Lester.
dick pics there, or what?
Pardon?
I said, am I gonna stumble across some dick pics there, or is this channel clean?
It's clean, but I can make it dirty if you want it.
I'd rather you didn't, but it's your channel, so.
We can use soap.
And will Michelle Simpson be uploading anything on her channel?
I don't know. You'd have to ask her.
Is she over there with you?
No.
Did you hear that you guys kind of sound alike? Did you ever hear
I
that?
heard that, but I don't hear it in like our voices or anything.
Oh.
You guys are crazy.
Strange.
Yeah, she's just got that weird Canadian accent going on, Michelle Simpson.
True.
Which
All right,
Captain
who's-
Spazz doesn't have at all.
Yeah, I
Who
don't
else
have
is
that.
who else is
Guys?
pretty tipsy right now?
It's Mike V. This is Mike V of Mike V's YouTube channel. And have I been drinking tonight? No, not at all. You can smell my breath. Not at all. Not at all. But yeah, I'm like fucking 8 beers in, so meh.
Oh, so what the fuck? Everyone was getting pounded this CawdCast?
Well, yeah, it's my birthday, man.
Turns out today's Dan's birthday. He's 22-year-old Dan.
Yeah, we all turned up.
Not Joey. Joey's a straight edger.
Yeah, Joey. You keep up with that DARE program.
That's right. I'm also doing the 60 days of no fat.
He's on a cleanse.
That's difficult.
Some of that fat.
Yeah.
We had some of that fat. I mean, chat.
But I'll go anyway. So I have Joey's channel. My channel's been up for almost 2 months now without being pulled down. So that's a pretty good thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
This is Ember, and I haven't been drinking at all tonight. Maybe just like a 12-pack of Busch and 2 6-packs of Mike's Hard Lemonade. That's it.
Okay, so Ember sounds the most intoxicated, so why didn't she go first?
I'm not intoxicated.
She sounds the most.
She's sober. She's so sober.
Yeah, Ember's usually a lot more flawless with that outro.
You guys are pieces of fucking shit.
I blame everybody in my family for that outro. It was horrible, but it wouldn't have happened if I've had my deviled eggs and my mac and cheese, and everybody's a piece of shit. All they do is take advantage of me.
I blame MVC, so that's just my answer. But anyway.
All right, guys, this has been CawdCast 13.
Supposed
13?
13, huh? How do you guys feel about that? 13. How many more of these do you want to do? Like 100?
20 billion and one, counting tonight.
Cap out at 18.
102?
Yeah, cap off at 18.
Yeah, I feel that's pretty fair.
I like the 102 answer.
This is CawdCast 102. Why does Skype and YouTube let these people online? 102 conversations about teacup? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, man.
All right, this is Jeffrey Douglas Stacy. This has unfortunately been another very, very, very weird CawdCast. To that, I gotta say cut. And that will do.
Will he share the floor with me? Do these women want his pain? Why is he singing? Is he better off that way? Lord, all that I can say is go on and do your thing. Hope you find a lady who's 18.